Where did our nation come from? Have you ever asked or wondered? You were taught a very limited version in school, meaning you left an awful lot out, and mostly misrepresented other important facts. The nation was formed by white people from Europe who left their familiar shore without any assurances of what lay ahead. Landing on a virgin coast, they sacrificed and overcame much to carve out a nation. Beginning in the mid-16th century, the original generations of Americans arriving from Europe founded our nation. They were the progenitors of the nation, and we are their offspring and the rightful heirs. In essence, they were sovereign, so they reigned over their own affairs. During this time, there were many European powers at war for the domination of the New World. However, for the most part, their lives were unaffected by the conflict, so they were free and relatively unmolested. They were left to manage their own affairs however they saw fit. They were used to being kings of their own domain in their own right. Again, this means they were sovereign, answering to no king, no state, and no bureaucracy. As a nation, we have forgotten this. 2 centuries later, it was only after King George of England started to lay claim to what he believed was his domain and interest that early Americans became politically active. He attempted to claim their land and wealth by falsely persuading them that they had no sovereign right to the land, but were merely the subjects of the king. Provoked by King George's aggression, they rose up to secure for themselves once again that which they believed they already had established. They fought the War of Independence and overthrew their oppressive foreign usurper, and thought all would be good from then on. Most of us were taught this history. However, it seems every American generation since, as heirs to the American nation and its civilization, remain in the same struggle for exercise of our liberty. It seems the American Revolution and what followed, although seemingly good for a while, only laid the foundation for what we the people struggle against today. What do I mean? Most rational, original Americans today agree and believe that the government we created in our recent past, which proceedeth forth from the U.S. Constitution, which we also created to serve, in belief that it was necessary to secure our liberty in perpetuity, has now become overbearing, and that our liberties are suppressed by it, and that it has gotten too big and responds much more to large money interests than it does to the voice of we the people. So how do we reconcile and correct this unacceptable situation? Firstly, by realizing and acknowledging that the government was created by the Constitution. This must be understood. Both are the same. The evil we perceive in the government cannot escape its origin. It cannot be separated from the Constitution which created it. Does that mean that the Constitution is evil? No. It means it was created with flaws which have allowed the evil to invade, fester, and infect. It means that it is inadequate for the expectations of a nation such as ours. We correct it by realizing what we are and what power we have. What we are is called a sovereign body, and understanding the power therein tells us how to fix it.